When I moved into apartment 406, it was only supposed to be temporary. It was a tiny studio, just one window, one door, and an old ceiling fan that never stopped creaking, but it was cheap. Honestly, it was too cheap, and I should have known better. On my very first night, I noticed something strange. No matter where I stood in that room, it felt like I was being watched. Even when the lights were off, especially when they were off, Faith could feel eyes following my every move. I tried to brush it off, telling myself it was just new place anxiety, but the feeling wouldn't go away. Then, things in the apartment started changing. It started small. The mirror in the bathroom would be tilted just slightly every morning, no matter how many times I straightened it. The old analog clock on the wall would stop at exactly 3:19 a.m. every single night, and I'd have to reset it in the morning. I was starting to think I was going crazy, but one evening, as I sat on the edge of the bed reading a book, I heard it, a faint, raspy whisper, so close it felt like it was right behind me. "Sit down." I froze, my heart pounding in my chest. The sound wasn't from the hallway, and it wasn't from the neighbors. It came from inside the walls of my own apartment. My hand was shaking as I reached out and touched the floral wallpaper. It was warm. It felt like something alive was breathing just behind the thin paper. That night, I decided I couldn't handle the dark. I tried to sleep with every single light on, hoping it would keep whatever was in the room at bay. But like clockwork, at 3:19 a.m., they all flickered and died. The ceiling fan ground to a halt, and the whisper returned, this time closer, clearer. "Why are you in my room?" I didn't scream. I couldn't. I was paralyzed, just sitting there in my bed, staring at the mirror on the opposite wall. And in its reflection, I saw something that made my blood run cold. The wallpaper behind me was moving. It was rippling, like someone was pressing their hands against it from the other side, trying to push through. That was it. I didn't care about the deposit. I didn't care about my stuff. I grabbed my keys and my phone and ran for the door. But when I got there, it was gone. There was no door, just another seamless section of that same faded, floral wallpaper. The room was completely sealed. There was no way out. And then I saw it, in the mirror. My reflection was still sitting on the bed, staring right at me even though I was standing across the room. Its lips curled into a slow, cold smile. A whisper echoed through the silent apartment, sounding like my own voice. "Don't worry," it said. "You're part of the room now." Sometimes, late at night, people walking down the hall past apartment 406 say they can hear whispering from within. And if you're brave enough to press your ear against the wall, they say you'll hear someone breathing on the other side. Maybe the room isn't haunted. Maybe it's just hungry. If you made it this far, you're brave enough to subscribe. Thanks for watching.